Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Will or JimSauce, and here is the long-awaited first episode of, wait for it, Minimum Wage to Third Age. This was actually requested over on the Twitch live stream, and there's a couple things that I want to go over. Obviously, this is pre-recorded right now, so the footage you see was actually me recording while I was live streaming. So this is where I gotta ask you guys like a couple questions. I mean, feel free to just mute me if you don't really want to see me. Just watch what I do in the video. I'm actually starting off with the method of blue dragon scales. So this is an extremely great moneymaker for anybody who's just starting. So this is the very first thing that I had done in the episode. But what I need from you guys is to let me know, how would you guys like to see this video, or this series anyways? Would you like to see 5-minute episodes, 10-minute episodes, 15-minute episodes? Now here's the thing, the shorter the episodes, the more action-packed they will be, but at the same time, those will be pre-recorded, so it's going to be like this. So you're going to have the clips in the background with me recording over it. Same thing with like between 5 and 10 minute videos, it'll be like pre-recorded. If it's gonna be anything longer, like 15 to 30-minute videos, that's gonna be me live, because while I'm live streaming, I could get so many clips. While I'm live streaming, I recorded this, I recorded a few methods and everything. That is a lot easier for me to do. But as far as me actually talking to you and explaining the methods in depth, like if you guys want to hear that throughout the series, that's something you're going to have to let me know, and that's going to be something that's going to be live when I record it. So you guys need to let me know that, what duration, how would you guys like it. But this is the first episode. I believe it's about 12, 13, 14 minutes long. I usually like to make the first episodes of these series longer in general, although it is a lot for me to commentate. Not really. I mean, other people do longer videos. I'm not saying that this is difficult, but it is longer than other videos that I do make and whatnot. So here I'm going back for my second trip, I believe, of blue dragon scales. Now the reason why I picked blue dragon scales is, one, the stream, actually suggested it. And I believe each inventory is about 46k. Now here, look at this. I attacked the blue dragon. I was so scared. I was like, alright, yep, this is a good game already. It's gonna hit me with fire. I'm done. Bang, I'm out of here. But no, I was actually, pretty safe and whatnot, so I was pretty happy about that. So pretty much what I decided to do was start doing blue dragon scales, and then what I was going to do after that, you guys will see, I'm actually going to go to the GE and sell those and buy Partyhat so I can make more inventory, or more items per trip. As for my other series that I've done, I didn't really want to do the same method that I did in those series. I believe in my last series I started out doing Batwing, and then I moved on to like chopping mahoganies and stuff like that. This was kind of more of the collecting as fast as I can and moving on to things that I can make a lot of money but kind of welfare it. With the addition of EOC and RS3, there's methods that have become a lot easier to do in the early states rather than like what I used to be able to do. If I didn't have like an ability bar and things didn't die so quick, I probably wouldn't be able to do a lot of these methods. As far as like you guys will see me doing like Ascension monsters and even like QBD. Like back then, don't worry, I'm not saying there's gonna be QBD in this video. I know a lot of you guys want me to stay away from QBD because you're like, Jim, listen, I've seen you do so much QBD. If I see you do one more QBD, I'm probably going to backflip out my window. I understand that. I understand not everybody wants to see QBD as much as I do. I like watching QBD. QBD's like my baby, but here's actually me PCing it. Yeah, there you go. Decent amount of money. Definitely decent amount of money. But I wanted to go for more of the approach that, like back before the ability bar, if I were to do like QBD or, dragons or something, it'd be a lot more difficult than it would be now. I would be able to welfare it a lot easier. You can still welfare dragons. Here I actually start doing blue dragons. I ended up doing a couple more trips of blue dragon scales with my Partyhat, and then I sold everything to make enough money for a whip, royal top and bottom, anti-dragon shield, stuff like that. In future episodes, I do want to get a little bit more recorded. I was kind of flustered as I was recording this since it was my first one, kind of recording an episode and clips during my live stream. So, I was focused on live streaming, talking to the chat, and kind of doing this at the same time. So it was a little bit sketchy for me in the beginning, but I think I pulled it off. I think I did a good enough job. So, blue dragons. Why am I doing blue dragons? Well, if you look up blue dragons or any money making guide really on RS Wiki money making guides, that will give you the top of the line money making methods in the game currently, and it does update itself a lot. I believe #1 consistent moneymaker is QBD, although Rise of the Six people tell me makes more money, but you're not really always going to make, you know, that much money per hour. I think it's going for more consistency than anything, so that's kind of where that is for that. But blue dragons, you know, you can make anywhere between like 1 mil to 2 mil per hour doing blue dragons. Dragons in general is just something that I've loved doing, you know, in general. You know, dragons, green dragons back in the day. Back in the day, I used to range and cannon dragons in the wilderness at like 13 wildy inside the little crater. Not inside the crevice, but out where there was like 3 dragons. And I would just cannon them and range them. And I actually made enough money killing green dragons to make enough money for Barrows top and bottom, DFS, D-Claws, and a BGS. So don't ask me how I did it, how I pulled through. But dragons are my babies. I can do dragons, you know, forever. So that is why I decided to do blue dragons. And, you know, they're really easy to welfare. Something that I could have done extra in this video, as far as blue dragons are concerned, is I could have bought porters. Porters will allow me to bank the hides, I believe. And with banking of the hides, you know, those kind of go right away, so I could fit more D-bones in an inventory. And I didn't want to buy any yak scrolls because I felt like it would cut into my profits more than I wanted them to. I really wanted to have a chance to get as much money as I can build up to without kind of, you know, killing my profits. And for me to be able to do this with just like a superset and anti-fire, it was a lot easier for me to kind of, you know, do the porters and get scrolls and stuff like that. I'd rather just kind of welfare as much as I can. And I think that really helped me throughout, you know, the series as far as killing the blue dragons are concerned. So I'm happy I went that route, and blue dragons actually did make me quite enough money. I used one single yak to loot blue dragons. I believe it was like 2 or 3 trips until I kind of dismissed it. I didn't use the full yak, but it goes to show how much you can do with a single yak. So here we go with this. I'm gonna PC my blue dragon loot, so you guys are gonna check that out. So decent amount of money, especially for just starting off. This is going to give me enough money to do things that I would like to do. That was one inventory though. This is actually me finishing up. I think it was two more trips to blue dragons, and I was able to accumulate about 400k or so off of that. Which it was extremely helpful. I did not expect to be able to get that much off of it, especially with only 2 trips. So then I moved over to Ascension monsters. I was able to get a key within like the first 15 kills, which was great. And this is actually the second day. Yesterday, like when I ended the live stream, or yesterday I did not stream. The day that I was streaming this, I got off, and now this is me doing this today. That I did this yesterday. I missed because I was sick. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit, but I was sick. So now I'm doing my treasure hunter, trying to see if I can get anything off that. You know, maybe hit that lucky 200 mil. You know what I'm saying? Hit that lucky 200, buy some third age right away. That will probably never happen. That big guy right there, you guys just see me like run by, like RuneScape, JaGeX. Can you please just like delete him from the game so I cannot deal with him during Ascension monsters? But I'm happy that I decided to continue my Ascension monsters trip. During the live stream, I was only able to get like a few kills before I ended the stream. And this is like a continuation of it, and you guys will see I get a little extra present from Ascension monsters, which helped me out a bunch. So definitely happy I went to Ascension monsters. All I'm using for this is Royal D hide top and bottom. I believe in Amulet of Glory, Archer's Rings. Archer's Ring, if you guys are like trying to do this series with me, you know, at the same time I'm doing this, Archer's Rings are only like 80 or 90k, since like that whole like duplication, you know, emancipation proclamation that happened with the Archer's Ring. So pick up an Archer's Ring if you're going to be like welfaring something with range. And then I picked up a hand cannon with like 300 hand cannon shots. Hand cannon shots are literally cheaper than chocolate bars. So there's another key. I was so happy I got that. It was literally like 10 kills maybe into me like recording this clip, and I was able to get that. So I was extremely happy for that. But definitely pick up a hand cannon, some hand cannon shots. Those are definitely really helpful, you know, especially if you're trying to start off with really nothing. I was going to go for the approach of like a dual rune crossbow. And then I was also going to try something else. I know people wanted me to get the royal crossbow, but the way I'm going to do that is if I need an item that's not really, you know, sellable in my bank, I'm not going to sell my Torva, I'm not going to sell my Drygors. I will just like take money that I've already made and kind of like cash out for it. So set a price for the royal crossbow or something. Same thing I do with my Ava's accumulator. I looked up how much 75 steel arrows were. I believe I banked like 3k for it, and it's only worth like 1k. So I kind of did that swap. But really simple gear to make a lot of money. You know, 2 keys within less than 50 kills, and the gear costs less than like maybe 300k at most. And that's really pushing it up there. One tip that I could give you while doing Ascension monsters is definitely bring along a bunyip as well as magic notepaper. I know magic notepaper is a little expensive, but you could get lucky on like the treasure hunter and get some magic notepaper. Basically what it'll do is allow you to note some items. I don't think it works for every single item, but you know, things like bones and hides and runite limbs was the main reason why I brought this here, because Ascension monsters do drop runite limbs quite often, and for me to be able to not worry about like wasting prayer potions or dropping food or something like that, and just being able to note them and keep them there as a stack really did help. As you guys will see at the end, you know, after I PC everything and show you guys my bank, I was able to pick up, you know, a couple extra runite limbs that if I didn't have the magic notepaper, I'd probably leave on the ground and not make as much profit. So definitely bring along the magic notepaper as well as a bunyip. The bunyip will obviously keep your health up. As long as you're using soul split, you should really be fine here. If you guys are like looking to do this as a method yourself, I recommend bringing a scroll or a what's it called? What the heck is that thing called? Not the vampirism scrimshaw, not the vampirism scrimshaw, but the ranging scrimshaw. If you don't have that, you have the vampirism, you know, you can bring that, but the ranging will help you, you know, do a little bit more damage, as well as the soul split will really help you keep your health up, and you have the backup food and the bunyip, so you're really gonna be fine. I think the most money I've spent on something in specific so far would be the ranging potions, because they're about like 10k each, so that hit the bank a little bit, but it really didn't dent it too much. Something I did want to do was thank you guys for leaving some suggestions in yesterday's, or sorry, not yesterday's video, the day before that video on like kind of, it wasn't the episode of Third Age, it was more like get ready for it, here it comes, and you guys left some suggestions down below, and it gave me some methods that I'm gonna probably try out. You know, some of them were troll, like kill goblins and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not gonna waste my time doing, you know, bad methods. I'd rather get the most out of my time and make as much money as I can, because the more money I make early on, the faster that I can get into bigger and better methods, and the bigger and better methods obviously leads to more money. The more money over time obviously leads to the Third Age. So the best things that I could do currently right now, I could probably welfare some frost dragons, keep doing Ascension monsters, you know, maybe get lucky at Barrows or something like that. But me doing Ascensions right now is definitely helping me out. I plan on going back there and trying to get a little bit lucky and get some more keys. I assume that I could get them, but I do want to thank you guys for leaving those suggestions, as well as the support I've been getting on my my past videos. You guys have really been showing a lot of support, so we're getting towards the end of this video. So if I could, from you guys, since this is the first episode, and usually the first episodes do really well, and I want to make sure that that tradition of the first episode keeps on going on, if we could please sauce all over that like button, just do it. I mean, you're already there, you're sitting there, you're probably looking at the like button right now, you're thinking to yourself, should I really do it? You really should. You know, you're gonna make me happy, and making me happy is good, because if I'm sad, it's bad. So here's me actually getting some items out of my bank. So this is gonna be wrapping up the video. Decent amount of stuff so far. You know, I wanted to spend bare minimum, really. I didn't want to spend too much on stuff or like oversupply myself. You guys are going to see how much I am worth currently. But that's pretty much for me. So first episode, longer episodes, shorter episodes, let me know. If you guys enjoy, maybe leave a like down below. And other than that, guys, I'm out of here. I don't know why I did that, but take it easy, guys. Peace. 1.8 mil. Yeah.